Hola, welcome to Cash in Spanglish. This is Sai from very sunny Puerto Rico. How are you doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my sinking funds. I'm going to be putting $250 into my long-term and short-term sinking funds. And I'll put my budget spread right here so you can see where all the money is going. This video is going to be quick, I think, because I'll tell you why in a moment. I'm just going to go ahead and get started and hopefully be able to stuff and talk a little bit of story time. So as you know, last week, actually on July 21st, my husband and I took a flight to Florida to visit my mom. Diezmo is giving and I'm putting $45 this week. And there's nothing in there. So we went to Florida to visit my mom and my brother and just family. My two brothers are there as well. And so we were planning to do several things, maybe some touristy things, and just mostly hang out with my mom and see her because I've missed her so very much. Gustitos is self-care, and this week I'm adding $20, and so now I have 20, 40, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, $64 in self-care, and this is to hopefully get my nails done and get a pedicure this month. And so we got there on the 21st, and unfortunately on the 23rd, my husband started feeling sick and tested positive for COVID. Oh, that is household, and I'm adding $10 this week, and that makes $30 total. And so as soon as my husband tested positive for COVID, miscellaneous is getting $10. We immediately just went into lockdown, the entire household, me, my brother, my mom, and my niece that was also there. And so I canceled everything that I was planning to do. We were planning to go to a baseball game and do several other things, and I just immediately canceled, and I started getting tested every single day because on that Saturday when my husband started feeling sick, I had actually about half hour before he started feeling sick, I actually shared a drink with him. So he bought a smoothie and we shared the straw. We both drank from the same straw. So I immediately started wearing masks 24 hours a day and started taking vitamin C and testing every single day. Regalos is gifts, and I'm adding $10, and now I have $20, $35, $40 in gifts. And so I tested negative every single day. And so on Monday, August 1st, we had to return to Puerto Rico. So we got on the flight because my husband was already doing amazing and I was negative. And so we were told that my husband was not contagious anymore because he did not have any symptoms anymore. He was doing great. And so we got on the flight. We came to Puerto Rico. Ropa is clothing, and I'm adding $10 this week. And so now I have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. And so we got to Puerto Rico that night at 7:30. The flight got here. I did have a headache on the flight, and I thought that it was because I had been wearing a face mask for over a week, every single day, 24 hours. My ears were in pain because of all the masks. And so I was like, I have a headache. I'm feeling very tired from the flight. But that night before I went to bed, I took my temperature, something that I did actually every single day since my husband tested positive. I would check my temperature, and I would check and I would do a test every single day just to make sure that I continue to be negative. And so I checked my temperature that night, and I did have a low-grade fever. So I was around 99.1, and then I tested about a half hour later, and it was 100.6. Suscripciones is subscriptions, and I'm adding $15 as I do every single week. By the way, this cash stuffing is for July 29th. So this is for the last week of July, which was supposed to be uploaded on Saturday, but since I was in Florida, that's why I didn't upload a cash stuffing. Suscripciones has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, 91, 2. So I think I counted that correctly. If not, then I'll find out when I'm editing. $92. Vehiculo is car maintenance, and I'm adding $25 this week. And so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210. I'm sorry, 5, 10, 15, and 16. And so as soon as I realized that I had a low-grade fever, I realized that I was definitely going to be positive for COVID. So yesterday was Tuesday, August 2nd. I went to my doctor and I got the medical order to go get tested at the lab, and I tested positive for COVID. My husband also got tested. He's negative, so the illness ran the course in his body, and he's doing very well, and he's already negative, but now I'm positive, which is very weird because my husband tested positive 11 days before me, and so that's a little bit weird that it took so long for me to test positive. But okay, this is money that I put aside for spending. I'm done with my short term and I'm going to move on to my long term. But the worst part of this entire story, even though it was awful that my husband got sick, it looks like we actually brought the virus from Puerto Rico to Florida. So he started getting symptoms a day and a half after we were in Florida. And if he had gotten the virus on the flight or at the airport or in Florida, it would have taken longer than that. Basically, that's what the doctor told us. So it looks like we brought the virus from Puerto Rico. So the absolute worst part about this is that my mom actually got it as well, and my brother. So my mom tested positive on Thursday. My brother tested positive yesterday on 2 days ago on Monday. And so I feel incredibly sad and guilty that we brought the virus to them in Florida. We obviously didn't know. And if we had known that we had been exposed to the virus here in Puerto Rico, we would have canceled the flight to Florida, because I would never want to get my family sick. But that is what happened, and it did make me feel guilty. I did get very sad and I cried a lot when I realized that my mom was positive, and I can't talk about it because I'll start crying. But let me take a deep breath. She is doing very well. She is recovering very well. My brother as well, and so hopefully they're both gonna be just fine. My niece has not tested positive as of yet. My brother's keeping an eye out for any symptoms. And okay, so Canva I'm not stuffing because this is fully funded and I have to pay it in September, so I have a few weeks. Emergencias is my emergency fund, and I'm adding in $25, I believe. Yes, $25 this week in my emergency fund, which is awesome. And so now in my emergency fund I have 20, 40, 60, 80. No, I have 500 in the bank. 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, and 65. So how much did I say that was? 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 620, 620, 40, 50, 65. 665 in my emergency fund. So the symptoms that I have right now are I'm very stuffy, as you can probably hear. I have some aches and pains just in my back, in my shoulders, my neck. I have had a fever, so last night I did have a pretty high fever. But in the morning I was doing a lot better. I took some Tylenol and it's under control right now. I don't feel like I have a fever right now. And I believe those have been like my symptoms. Oh, and I've been coughing a lot, mostly at night. So Ojitos is eyes, and this is for my lenses. And I'm adding $25 as well. So 20, oh gosh. So in ojitos, I now have 100, 200 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, and 52. So $352, and my lenses have to get replaced in 2026, and they're $2,500. So I have plenty of time, but I still want to, you know, build up to that. Pasaporte is passport, and I'm adding $5 this week. So in passport, I now have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $86. I have to update my passport tracker, but I'm not gonna do that right now, just because I want to get this video over and done with. And so vacaciones is my vacation fund. So as far as my vacation money is concerned, I did not do a lot of the things that I had planned to do on vacation, but I did spend a lot of money on COVID tests and on food, because once everyone in the household was pretty much sick, we did order food, and COVID tests were $24 each, and I myself had one every single day. My husband had about 3 of them. My mother got tested, my brother got tested, and so I spent a lot of money on COVID tests, basically. So that prop money is going away because I no longer have that money. And so in my vacation funds, I'm adding $40 to start building this up again for my vacation in December. So I'm planning to celebrate Christmas with my family in Florida in December, so this money will go to that. And last but not least is Mother's Day and Father's Day, and I'm adding $10, and now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. And do I have to fill out one of these? 20, 40, no, not yet. $5 more than that, and I have to, and I can color in one more. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so and turning on the notification bell. I upload videos usually on Saturdays and Tuesdays, and this week my schedule is a little off because of the whole situation and my trip, and so I'm not sure when this video will be up. Hopefully it'll be before Saturday. So once again, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below, and I'll see you here on my next video. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye bye.